Do you know of any water elementals that can match themselves with Samus Elkindi?
A serious answer would be yes. But getting into cahoots with that one would be worse than anything Samus could do to you. How did you get yourself into this one?
Well, it all started with a guy named Kratos. And then there was a demon baby. And after that, you might want to pick it up.
Kratos has a child?
No, it didn't actually never be a bard, would she?
What? What?
You're
It actually
telling me
started-
someone broken.
It started actually with a fellow named Gantrux.
This is why I'm a sorcerer and not a bard. Okay, fine.
We needed to defeat him on the material plane because, well, really my sole quest right now is wiping him from existence.
Gantrux. I know of Gantrux. Never had any dealings with him personally, but the one who unleashed him upon Whiterush and destroyed the city was a wayward ex-apprentice of Elric's and mine, much more Eric's, and he left after Eric's death. We did not see eye to eye on many things.
We needed someone who knew how to beat him. And according to the historian at Tel Dimbor, you might know him, Nalf. The only person that's ever really, quote-unquote, whooped his ass,
Who's still alive in some form.
still alive, was Samus Elkindi. And, well, for some reason, when the worlds were changing over, he dropped the Trivium Blade and assumed that it had been destroyed, but it hasn't, because, as you might also know, it's currently in the possession of the current Gold Archon.
Asher.
And, to get him to help
You remember
us...
Asher?
Which one are you talking
Solaris, obviously.
Well,
Remember when he used to turn into trolls and climb up the walls?
and throw, who was it? My ex-girlfriend? Yeah, my crazy ex-girlfriend across the room after she was back from the dead that time, and she would land on her feet because that was what she had trained for her whole life, apparently. Her one useful talent. Oh yes, I remember Asher. He has a very strange taste in clothing, though. And his hair. How much effort does it take to make yourself look like you just woke up? I mean, seriously.
A lot, apparently.
Spends more time on his hair than on his spell.
He worries a lot about his self-image, and he turns into a troll. I never understood that either.
No wizard should spend that much time on appearance when they make spells like alter hair. I mean, I spammed that thing when I was alive, the first time I was alive.
And the second time.
And the second time. And the third time. Well, no, not the second time. The second time I didn't actually have any hair. Oh, alive, not undead. Yes, I see your point.
Continue.
And to get him to help us, we promised our aid in retrieving the Trivium Blade.
That was a smart business decision.
Well, at the time we didn't think we'd have to deliver.
We thought we might all be dead by then.
Unfortunately...
We survived.
Well, some of you.
Sorta survived.
And then Kratos pulled his backstab on us, so we had that to take care of first.
That reminds me.
I always thought he would leave all of you alone after I got a hold of him.
That reminds me. You need to learn a new spell. I think once I develop it, I'm going to call it Make Demon Explode. That's going to be the spell's name. As soon as I can learn that.
Why not Flaming Hand of Fiery Doom?
Flaming Hand of Fiery Doom. Also a good idea. Would that still work on him, though? It's only a level 4.
Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. And then there's the question of my son. As much as what he is how I can get him to no longer be allied with Gantrux.
You do realize that that's his very being, that's his very essence. He was born of a pact.
And pacts can be broken.
Exactly. Him being so linked to that, it could break him.
It more than likely will. No one was ever even, of course, there are exceptions. No one was ever actually able to satisfactorily explain why my soul was able to withstand so many transfers. I should be even more gibbering crazy than I was. And that's saying something.
And your recent recovery is beyond all hopes, much less expectations.
Yes.
Well, so far.
So far, yes. I mean, obviously relapse is possible. I do have an odd craving to go find a tree stump, but I'm not entirely sure why. I don't remember, and it's probably best that I don't.
Just stay away from Silver Froth River.
Maybe you got resurrected with a little bit of wood elf in you.
Never say that. Never, ever. Solaris has one racial prejudice. Solaris believes that all wood elves are dumbasses.
And they like to fuck tree stumps.
He, actually, as a gnome, he believed that the idea came from them, yes.
Now this is why I always liked you, because I fucking hate elves too.
Hey, yeah, Alex,
Flower-eating pansy fuckers.
go over there and then I can have you all in the picture.
Oh, here? Well, I am here,
We'll stay there and talk.
bitch.
Right. Touching. Inappropriate touching. Wonderful.
Now, we go back a long way, me and you.
I just got these ribs. I just got this limb. My face covered in ale. Do not lick it off. No.
We're good friends. We're good friends.
Fireball!
If I know it was that easy to get rid of him, I started doing that 100 years ago.
I can still hear you.
I don't give a shit.
I know you don't. That's why we love you. Like me.
That was interesting.
You'd think they would mature over the centuries, but no.
Maturity takes far longer than 500 years. And for Drogon will come never.
It also requires the will to exercise it.
True.
In Drogon's case.
I mean, he used to be slightly less that, didn't he? He was a little bit more reserved.
He was, but after the power he amassed, he really enjoys being an immortal Death Knight that can spend an eternity beating people. He's on a very, very, very high power trip.
Yes. No fried twisty dough, anyone. Niggas, you crazy? Put that shit down!
You know about how Kirk Blackheart go get on.